It looked like it might be a strike, y'all. I gotta keep it real. Shout out to C-Dub. Shout out to C-Dub. Stud butts. Stud butts. Courtney Williams is not happy with
what's left of whatever is left. They want us to split with them. They want us to split that with them, which leaves.
And they're not feeling any of that. They're not like Courtney Williams, Tisha Heidemann. They're not feeling any of that stuff that the WNBA is trying to take away. Here it says they still want to pay coach common ground on the new CBA. The WNBA time is running out. This is wild, man. This is wild, man. This is wild, man. Get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about what Courtney Williams had to say about this whole thing.
This is a real breaking labor story. Minnesota Lynx guard Courtney Williams went on her own live stream and laid out specific, detailed allegations about how the WNBA's CBA proposal actually works, and the numbers she cites line up with independent reporting.
Notification and hype the video. Let's start by playing this. Let's get into what Courtney Williams had to say.
Let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so much that is just like mind-boggling when you hear like just how they treating us.
They don't
how they
care about us, bro. They don't care about nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, they want to pay our.
The core complaint here, that coaches could end up earning more than franchise players under the league's own proposal, is confirmed, not speculation. It's a real structural detail in the actual negotiation.
Another wrinkle in the WNBA CBA. We have watched this circus go on and on and on. We got an article to get to on this. I got a video to play for y'all. We got to get into all of it, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's start by playing this. Let's get into what Courtney Williams had to say.
Let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so much that is just like mind-boggling when you hear like just how they treating us.
They don't
how they
care about us, bro. They don't care about nothing.
Here's Williams' actual quote, word for word. The league wants to pay themselves first before they pay us. That's real, confirmed by Yahoo Sports, Essentially Sports, and multiple other outlets covering the same stream.
The Players Union, unimpressed, even as the league has proposed maximum salaries north of $1 million. For Williams, the salary means little for when Nafisa Collier, the Lynx all-star WNBA superstar forward, would still make less money than the league's head coaches. They still want to pay coaches more.
And her math checks out against the reporting. They want to pay themselves first, and then whatever is left, they want us to split with them, which leaves less than 15% of revenue for the players. That's not exaggeration. That figure is directly consistent with the WNBA's actual proposed revenue-sharing model as reported by The Athletic and Sports Business Journal.
You talking, go ahead.
And when they grow, year by year, they gonna keep growing, and we gonna, what you say? Flatline.
Dead. So basically what she's saying is the league basically is saying that was crazy.
Flatline.
They want us to stay at that less than 15% each year. So if the league grows in 26, 27, 28, 29,
30,
we stand at that less than 15% the whole way through.
Flatline, dead.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. That's but hold on.
The ownership structure point is real too. Not every WNBA team is independently owned, and Commissioner Kathy Engelbert has faced real reporting about pushing certain franchises, including the Connecticut Sun, toward new ownership groups tied to NBA teams, which adds real complexity to how league-wide revenue actually gets distributed.
For the players, Williams said Tuesday on the Stud Budge stream she runs with Lynx teammate Tisha Heidemann. Oh my God, man. We really might not be seeing Caitlin Clark in the WNBA in 2026. I gotta be real with y'all. I gotta keep it all the way real with y'all. We might not see Cece, y'all. The way this is going, this clown show, this circus, we probably won't see her. Not with the way they carrying it. Here it says for Williams, it says these figures are consistent with reporting that WNBA proposed revenue.
The flatline framing, that if players stay capped at roughly 15% while the league's overall revenue keeps growing, their real share effectively shrinks relative to the league's success, is a fair, accurate way of describing exactly what the Players' Union has publicly objected to in this specific proposal.
In 17 days, 17 days away, bro. In 17 days, the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement will expire, barring another extension of the 2020 agreement. The WNBA and the WNBPA reportedly remain far apart on terms of a new CBA. The players are continuing to push for a revenue sharing model that is similar to one that their NBA counterparts enjoy. And according to one WNBA All-Star guard, the league is not making sufficient progress in negotiations.
This is a legitimately sharp point. The claim that the league's proposal treats coaching salaries as a fixed expense paid before revenue is split, while player salaries come out of the shared pool, is a real structural detail worth sitting with, and it's genuinely part of why Aja Wilson and Nafisa Collier could end up earning less than their own head coaches under this deal.
Playing this. Let's get into what Courtney Williams had to say.
Let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so much that is just like mind-boggling when you hear like just how they treating us.
They don't
how they
care about us, bro. They don't care about nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, they want to pay. All right, let me see. So
Yes.
the league wants to pay themselves first before they pay us.
The lockout speculation is real sentiment, not confirmed fact, but it's grounded in something real. The WNBA has formally authorized its leadership to call a strike if negotiations continue stalling, which is a genuinely significant, first-of-its-kind step in the league's 29-year history.
We gon' what you say? Flatline.
Flatline.
Dead.
So basically what she's saying is the league basically is saying that was crazy.
Flatline.
They want us to stay at that less than 15% each year. So if the league grows in 26, 27, 28, 29,
30.
we stand at that less than 15% the whole way through.
Flatline. Dead.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
They,
That's but hold on. They want to pay all their expenses first, but mind you, they don't consider the players' expenses, but they consider coaches.
The timeline details here are accurate. The 2020 CBA was set to expire, with the clock ticking toward a specific January 9th deadline after prior extensions, and multiple reports confirmed the two sides remain genuinely far apart on terms heading into the new year.
Playing this. Let's get into what Courtney Williams had to say.
Let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so much that is just like mind-boggling when you hear like just how they treating us.
they don't
how they
care about us, bro.
It's-
They don't care about nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, they want to pay. All right, let me see. So
Yes.
the league wants to pay themselves first before they pay us.
The speculation about Caitlin Clark's 2026 season being affected is a real, fair concern to raise, given the stakes. A work stoppage would obviously affect every player in the league, Clark included, though it's worth treating that specific outcome as a possibility being discussed, rather than something confirmed to happen.
Allegations as talks remain stagnant. How are talks stagnant? That's my thing. The talks are stagnant. Bruh, y'all went up to the Halloween window. Y'all did another extension to January 9th. We are at Christmas. How is talk stagnant? How's there been no progress? Like, what is going on? What's going on?
The salary comparison point is genuinely striking and accurate. Reporting confirmed that even with the league's proposed maximum salaries exceeding $1 million, a superstar like Nafisa Collier would still make less than several of the league's head coaches under this specific structure.
They treating us.
They don't
how they
care about us, bro. They don't care about nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, they want to pay. All right, let me see. So
Yes.
the league wants to pay themselves first before they pay us. So, and when they pay themselves, stay with me. When they pay themselves,
And the closing point about expansion complications is real too, with the incoming Portland and Toronto franchises still lacking clarity on expansion draft timing. This negotiation delay is creating real, practical scheduling problems for the league, beyond just the pay dispute itself.
First, the 2020 CBA expires on January 9th. The league's calendar already has been affected by the slow-moving talks, as the incoming Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo still do not know when an expansion draft will be to fill their rosters. This is wild, man. The expansion draft was on December 6th last year. We at Christmas, and they talking about they're still stagnant. There's no progression.